How's it going, everybody? This is CryptoKingJay coming at you with the first video on this channel. So if you wouldn't mind leaving a like and a subscription if you enjoy the content. And without further ado, I got to start off with a little, disclaimer. So nothing I say in this video or in any videos is financial advice. I am not a financial advisor, and I do personally invest in Bitcoin, Ripple, Ethereum, Electroneum, and a bunch of other altcoins. So once again, this is not financial advice. This is just strictly opinion and just going over some of the things that I've seen in the news, some of the things that I believe just knowing about the market. So let's get right into it. So today we're going to talk about Bitcoin. Some Bitcoin news is coming up, what the SEC is saying about Bitcoin. We're going to talk about some Ripple news. We're also going to talk about a new platform called Napstan, which is an automated trading platform. So let's get right into it. So the Bitcoin futures is going to be launched in the NASDAQ by first quarter of 2019. Okay, so actually last year, or should I say still this year, in January of this year, the CEO of NASDAQ were talking about how they planned on launching the futures, but they weren't able to. The price was that's fluctuating wildly at that point. As you see here, when they first talked about it, the price was 11,000, went up to 20,000, and now it's down to 3,500. But this is supposed to be coming out in quarter one of 2019. Hopefully, they can get it done. I'd say by February. That would be pretty awesome. So this is something that if you guys have been following the news, you see all the FUD that's out there, all the fake news that's out there by CNBC and the other big guys that are just trying to get the small fish, the regular guys out of crypto so they can stockpile it and then watch it go right back up when everybody realizes that this was a market cycle, and the market went down. The market's gonna go down. It can't go up forever. So some other big news that just came out is the SEC chairman has just said that Bitcoin is not a security, but many ICOs can be considered one. ICO, initial coin offering, I'm sure you guys are familiar with that. So the United States Securities and Exchange Commission's chairman, Jay Clayton, spoke about the recent crackdown on initial coin offerings in an interview with CNBC. The chairman also gave an insight into the much-awaited Bitcoin ETF. And if you guys haven't heard about the ETF, that is also huge news coming into the market. It's just going to push so much. I mean, I'm talking billions of dollars of institutional money. I mean, if not billions, at least, hundreds of millions of institutional money into the markets. And it's simple, guys. If the big money is there, you need to put your money there too. I was just talking to a friend yesterday. She might be watching this video. The banks never lose. Simple. If you're betting with the banks, you're going to win. If you're betting against them, you're always going to lose. They have too much money. They have way too much money. So guys, with the SEC chairman stating, let me actually read. So what he said, that the chairman stated, I think we've been clear that we don't believe Bitcoin is a security, but many ICOs that you see and you talk about, they are securities. And if you're going to offer and sell securities, you have to do so in compliance with our laws. The recent actions further emphasize that our security laws do apply to the ICO space. And he went on to say, we've had no ICOs registered with the Securities and Exchange Commission. To the extent ICO is being conducted offshore or pursuant to a private placement exemption. Fine to the extent that you have conducted a public offering, and ICO, it's non-compliant. So basically what he's trying to say is an ICO is very similar to an initial public offering. So when a stock comes on the market, they have their initial public offering, the first time that you can get the stock. And an ICO, I mean, I don't really know how anyone can offer that they're not, pretty much identical, besides that an ICO is with initial coins and then an IPO is with stocks. But with this news, it's just further, like I said, it's just further pointing to the fact that institutional money, big money, is going to start coming in. The SEC, just a year ago, they were trying to make it seem like they were never gonna, get Bitcoin in, they were never gonna, get any of the ETFs or anything like that going. But now they're moving quickly. I mean, and they're moving quickly simply because a lot of the ICOs, I mean, not ICOs, but a lot of the coins such as Ripple, they actually joined in with Facebook and a lot of the other big social media companies in lobbying the SEC. And like I said, guys, this institutional money is a winner. If the institutional money is there, if the big money is there, that's where you need to be as well. So a little bit of XRP news. I'm a big fan of XRP. That is where I'm going long the most. That is where about 35% of my portfolio is strictly in XRP. And as if you've been following, you already know XRP has been going down. I mean, right now it's holding steady at, let's see, I'm pretty sure it's at 35. Yeah, it's holding steady at about 35 cents. And it's been at 35 cents for the last, I'd say, about 24 hours. It's been anywhere from about 33, I think, was a low it went to, up to 38. And these two, and this range, it's kind of bottoming out right here. I mean, I would love for it to go down to 25 cents so I could buy some more. But it seems like it's holding steady at about 35 cents. But if you guys have followed Ripple for the last year, you already know. The high was $3. I think it was $3.75, which if you get in right now, I mean, you're buying at a steep discount. So me personally, I'm going to load up. I'm probably going to load up tomorrow morning. I mean, I am loading up tomorrow morning. I'm going to buy at least another, 300, 400 coins. And what we've been seeing, I saw it someplace in this article, the RSI. Yeah. So the relative strength index, the RSI, has crashed towards the oversold zone due to a sudden increase in selling pressure over buying pressure. So simply put, a lot of people are getting out. A lot of people, they probably bought Ripple at about $2, $3, maybe even $1, and they're panicking, not looking at the long-term potential. Ripple is a hold, guys. Or should I say, Ripple is a hold for me. I am holding. I don't care if it goes down to a penny. If it does, I'm buying more. I'm simply loading up on Ripple because it has the most use case out of any crypto. Okay. And speaking of that, I want to go over this article right here, just talking about the impact of the Ripple coin. I'm going to leave links to every single article down below, guys. So if you want to read these yourself, they will be in the description below this video. Okay, so this is just a quote by Brad Garlinghouse, Ripple CEO. So let me just read this here. So its CEO, Brad Garlinghouse, pointed out clearly the firm's goal of delivering speedy solutions which take down friction inherent in completing cross-border transactions to banks and financial entities via block tech by replacing SWIFT. If you guys don't know, SWIFT is what most banks and financial institutions have been using for well over a decade for their cross-border payments. And with Ripple's technology, they can save a lot of money on their payments as well as time with the settlement of the payment. So instead of it taking an hour, let's just say, with Ripple, it might take a minute, 2 minutes to get their money. So what Brad Garlinghouse said is the technologies that banks use today that SWIFT developed decades ago really hasn't evolved or kept up with the market. SWIFT said not that long ago that they didn't see blockchain as a solution to correspondent banking. We've got well over 100 of their customers saying they disagree. So simply put, the proof is in the pudding. It's not about what these companies like SWIFT want to say. It's about what their customers are actually seeing. If they can save money and save time by using Ripple, why would they not? It's just simple. So the last quote here, Bitcoin has real technological limitations around how many transactions it can do per hour, let alone nobody even talks about per minute. XRP, Ripple, does 1,500 transactions per second. Mining is extremely expensive. They're talking about Bitcoin here. So mining is extremely expensive and consumes power. And also the way it ineffectively distributes power to the miners, presently, 80% of all Bitcoin is being mined in China. So just think about that. 80% of all the new Bitcoin being released is being released in one country, in China alone. Okay? So XRP does not have mining. XRP does not have mining, guys. So that is the news for today. I might be dropping another video later on, actually, as more news is going to be released today, as today is one of the biggest crypto conferences in the world. And I know probably some developments, some news is going to be coming out later on. So like I said, guys, please subscribe to the channel. Leave a like if you enjoyed the content. I'm going to be leaving the links to all of the videos below, or all the links to the articles below. And I will see you guys in the next video.